And now, here's the breakdown with Justin Hunte.
What up, though?
Jude, how's it going, sir?
Fucking awesome. Good to see you, man.
Word up, man. It's an interesting day in the news. We have bad news for Drake fans.
Oh,
Drake fans suffering a loss today.
Really?
For the first time in 430 weeks, Drake is not present on the Hot 100 charts.
What is that? What does that mean? Like, explain what the Hot 100 charts is.
The Hot 100 is the 100 most popular songs each week, according to Billboard. Now, that's from a sales standpoint. It also includes BDS spins. It also includes streaming. Every way that you can calculate the popularity of a song. Drake has been on the Hot 100 since May 23rd, 2009, with his first song, Best I Ever Had.
Oh, yeah.
That's a long streak. Like, that's an incredible run.
That's damn near a decade.
Yes.
That's damn near a decade.
Yes.
Why they keep shitting on him, bro? Like, why they keep shitting on... You don't like Drake. You're not a Drake fan. Admit it.
I like Drake. I don't think he's that great of a rapper. Like, I like Drake overall. I don't revere him as an MC. You know, I think he's had incredible success, which should be respected. Dude's been on the Hot 100 for almost a decade. Like, you can't knock that. Clearly, his albums do phenomenally well. For the things that I love and revere about MCs, MCing, rapping, hip-hop, he kind of comes up short in a few of those categories.
Name them.
I don't think he's a very detailed storyteller.
Okay.
I think when he tells stories, it's all from first person. I think it's just kind of him talking about who he had lunch with for a few couplets, and then he moves on to something else.
Yeah.
I don't think that he has that many different styles. I don't think that he invents styles, and I don't think that he's mastered various ways to rhyme. I don't think his tongue twister is all that impressive. I don't even know if we've really seen it to some degrees. A lot of my favorite styles that come from Drake came from somebody else first. That's really identifiable. I was a huge fan of Hunte, for example. That's how early Drake sounded. I think he sounded a lot like Kanye at different points.
Yeah.
I think he sounded a lot like Wayne at different points. Now, they're all writing together, which is the third thing that makes it very difficult to fully embrace Drake. There's so many collaborative writing, ghostwriting type conversations around him from the beginning of his career till now, or at least until we've seen him until now. And so that makes it really difficult for me to think about him all that highly as an MC on that level.
Isn't he? But, like, doesn't he represent kind of what rap is? Like, it's not about MCing. It's about making a fucking song. And he's really good at making songs.
See, now we disagree with what rap is. Like, I don't think rap is necessarily limited to making a song. I think...
What sells?
I don't think conversations begin and end with what sells.
You're the one that's always pointing to fucking what sells. Every time we sit down, you give me a laundry list of the sales accomplishments.
As a measure of comparison. Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Like, some of my favorite shit didn't sell that much.
I think you have to have some sort of base measure for comparison for any conversation, right? So there needs to be
what
something.
Sells, as long as it's not Drake.
I don't think what sells is necessarily the best. I don't think it necessarily.
I agree.
I don't think it necessarily means it's the best. And granted, I don't think you can be the greatest ever and be in a vacuum that doesn't exist. If no one's ever heard you, I don't really think that carries as much weight, right? So if you have someone that's massively well known, but also everyone hates, that kind of means something. If you have someone that's huge, sold a lot of records and is everywhere, but everyone also says that they use other people to create their work, that means something. If you have someone who has been able to stick around for a decade, kind of doing one-note things, that means something. If we're going to start talking about broader...
Do you think he's one... Look, this one I'm a bit out of my depth because I only hear Drake in passing. The shit I do hear is like...
I think Drake's
very listenable, you know?
I think he's extremely talented as a songwriter. I probably give him more credit as a producer than I think people would. Not that he's making the beats, but he's pretty much telling people what he wants to hear.
Man,
in the studio.
he picks good beats, dude.
He's good at it.
Yeah, he's got that down.
I give him a lot of credit on that end too. Drake stays where he's comfortable, right?
He's good at making hooks. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
If he's making them, but he's definitely
good at picking them.
He's good at picking them.
And I guess that goes back to my point. Yo, dude, the dude makes songs. People want to listen to songs. Some of like the illest MCs these battle rappers or these freestyle cats, especially like coming up in the, back in my day in the 90s, you would see these motherfuckers that could freestyle for 2 hours straight.
Right.
You put them in, they can't make a song to save their fucking life. They don't know how to do it. Drake is almost the exact opposite. Like, Drake's on the other side of that. As far as your argument is falling on, for me, it's like Drake is on the other side of that shit where he's like, there's a lot of like hip hop, I respect you boxes that he doesn't check off, but at the end of the day, the product fucking sells, dude. It
does sell. Now, I don't think every product on the market should be on the market necessarily. I'm not sure we should be selling, pain medication as freely as we do, right? So I don't think just because something's on the market means it should be out there. Now, but here's the thing, but I don't think Drake is disrespectful to hip hop culture. I don't think he's like a scourge. I don't think of him as a culture vulture. I don't think of him as an industry plant. I don't think of him as any of those things, right? He just falls in this weird space where the songs he makes or the music he makes, for example, talks about love, it talks about relationships, it talks about the haters and how he's more successful than the haters.
He is.
And the cool people he has conversations with, and
talk about eyebrows, about being beige, all that shit.
There you go. That's basically his whole range.
And he battles motherfuckers and wins.
He definitely beat Meek Mill. I think he definitely got that one. I can't really tell with the rest. He's been in a subliminal battle with Jay. If you can't take out Jay-Z, you're like 20 years younger than Jay-Z right now. 30 years younger than Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's pretty good, though.
He's
arguably a top 5 rapper for a lot of people.
I will take Mike Tyson in 1988 over Muhammad Ali in 1988, just because one of them's not 50. And you know what I mean?
I thought you in 80. I was like,
yeah, just because one of them isn't, has less time in the ring, right? Just off of that tip. And so they've been throwing subliminals for a while. Drake throws a lot of subs. He's been throwing subs at Kendrick for a long time. At what point, when you're at the top of the hill, do you step away from the subs? If you're not going to go at the guys you're still behind openly, and you're not going at the cats under you openly, and so you go at the one guy you probably have more insider information on, and that's going to be your whole battle career. I'm not saying that I can't necessarily say he wins battles.
He doesn't lose. Won that one. He doesn't lose. No one's like, man, Drake got fucking bodied. I haven't heard anyone say Drake got bodied.
You haven't heard people say Drake doesn't use ghostwriters either. And that was the one point that Meek Mill started that conversation with. That's still stuck to him. So now you got a guy who has ghostwriters stuck to him, who also now just starts kind of swagger jacking a lot. Like he kind of jumps on whatever the hot sound is from whatever region. And now some of these young kids aren't exactly happy when he does it. Kodak Black wasn't super thrilled when Drake posted the skirt video on the gram. Triple X Extension, I can never pronounce his name.
What's the skirt videos? I'm dumb.
This is a song that Kodak Black broke big with last year.
Okay.
The beginning of last year.
God, what am I doing?
Kodak Black said, like, hey, man, I'm not mad that Drake's biting my style. I just wish he would give me a call first. Like, these cats they don't even look at it as a come up when Drake swagger jacks your new style, your new flow.
Back to my whole fucking point. If these are the facts, Drake is just he is what hip hop is today. Panda was a fucking monster hit that Future didn't do. You know what I mean? Like all Drake's basically doing what everyone else is. Drake is like Lance Armstrong. Everyone's doing it. He was winning the most doing it. That's kind of what I see. Everything, he didn't invent any of this shit. He's just doing what has been fucking kind of low-key happening in rap for a long time, and he's been quite successful with it. And I think the key to his success, which is also a knock on him, is he has the fucking girls, dude. Like that, Drake keeps the fucking women. And that keeps him on the charts, but it also, I feel like it's a bit of a ding against him. What do you think about that?
I think it doesn't matter if you get women. I think it matters if you're authentic. And sometimes it's difficult to tell with Drake, right? Jay-Z had he would get chicks on all of his songs. He definitely made club hits. LL Cool J would get chicks on his songs. These guys didn't have to necessarily battle some of the stigma that's also following Drake around.
But even LL was known as like one of the best rappers ever, and then when he got into that second part of his career, when he started appealing to more like club hits with the ladies and shit, people stopped mentioning that. Whether it was in the front of their head, I think that was a bit of a ding against them.
It definitely doesn't, I definitely see what you're saying. It definitely can, taint your image a little bit when you start looking like 99% of your fans wear high heels, right?
Yes.
It definitely has an effect. I see what you're saying. I think the difference with
what would you
anyone
say to
else,
Drake? What would you say to Drake if you met him?
I did. I interviewed Drake once, and I had a 3-question interview I always had in my mind for Drake. And I actually asked him, I haven't even put this out yet, but I asked him these 3 questions. I wanted to know why he would say stuff like, "Diss me, you'll never hear a reply for it." He talked about how he really is, about positivity, and he had been through a lot of battles, and he didn't want to bring that into the beginning of his career, which absolutely was true. I would also ask him, and this is something I didn't ask him, I would ask him, why doesn't he talk about issues that pertain to people around him?
That's going on. Yeah, like why isn't he a bit more political or something like that? Or
at bare minimum.
Bare
why is it okay to rep Memphis and Houston so hard, black communities so hard, until there's like something that black people are really upset about, people of color are upset about, when there's
right.
Like, why wait? Like, it's the same criticism that a lot of people have for Michael Jordan, for example. Drake's not the only one that's immune to it. And I'm not saying that he has to take a side one way or the other. I think hip hop has always been a culture and a conversation that has been willing to go anywhere. And Drake is kind of limited in where he's willing to go.
I think that if he doesn't take a certain side, then there's immediate backlash. So there almost is this, like, if you don't echo what is in the echo chamber, then you fit into this. Like, I haven't seen a bunch of debate, when it comes to take it. Like, it's like either you say this or you're against us, and you're a fucking sellout. There's no nuance. I haven't heard any nuance.
The thing that's interesting with hip hop is generally accepting of conversations that challenge.
Didn't Kendrick say some shit and then fucking backtrack super quick?
I don't quite remember.
All right.
So if you have something, let me know. But Kendrick revels in these conversations. I mean, he made a whole "To Pimp a Butterfly" album with nothing but the darkest black people you've ever seen hanging out in front of the White House. You know what I mean? So there's ways to have these conversations, be authentic, be organic, be on the right side of history, and not lose sponsors. And so I think when people get so worried about the audience they're going to lose, when they start thinking about the money that might get pulled away from them because they decide to take a knee during a national anthem, I think now you're limiting what it is your art is willing, or where your art is willing to go. There are fans of all kinds of rap, people who really do like political conversations, people who love chick songs, people who love third-person stories about project buildings that turn into robots. Like, there's a range, a whole swath
and I
of,
think,
of conversations.
And I think rap is getting back into that, especially now. But actually, it's almost like the fucking flavor of the day. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I haven't heard any solutions, and it's almost like, here, let me this is how I sell fucking records.
Well, solutions don't come in silence. And so I think that, like, just to not talk about something.
Well, yeah, I hear you. Look, you and I agree and disagree on this shit, but, like, I'm just saying, even speaking out now isn't that fucking daring. It's kind of what the flavor of the fucking day is. That's all I'm saying. Well,
to bring it back to the MC conversation, right? If there's 5 lanes that rappers can talk about and you spend most of your time in 2 of them, you're just a less diverse MC.
Right.
You have less conversations that go less far, and they touch less people who are even listening to this medium. And so that is something that I think limiting your conversation, limiting the scope of things you're willing to talk about, that's the downside to that. Because now we're really just having a conversation based on hits alone. And you'll always be second to Tupac, at least, because Tupac made a hit in every lane. So Tupac's got political hits. He's got hits for the girls. He got hits for the club. He's got songs for the dudes.
No one's ever accused Drake of being a fucking top 5 rapper, though. He just doesn't have the critical accolades that one needs for that. But damn near 10 years on the fucking charts is pretty impressive.
Well, here's the thing that I'm curious about, because I feel like Drake might be the greatest non-GOAT ever. Like, he's like the greatest person who might not be in the top 10, might not be in the top 5. I kind of feel like that. And that's no shots at all. It's just literally talking about, like, the things that Kendrick can do and proven he can do lyrically, conversationally, style-wise, and now on the record sales side, he's the best rapper of this generation, arguably ever. Someone came up to me, I wouldn't disagree. I might not agree, but I might not understand. I'd understand, but even I wouldn't agree, right? You have so many other artists. Like even Logic right now does a whole lot of stuff, and he's starting to sell a lot of records. So there's a lot of artists that do a lot and touch a lot of different silos and verticals. It's just a representation of how deep your lyrical utility belt is.
Let's play a Drake song. Take some calls. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. We got Justin Hunte here. He hates Drake, guys. I don't know what his fucking problem is. You know what the funny thing is you probably listen to way more Drake than I do, and I'm on the pro Drake side. For you.
I'm not mad at him.
I'll fucking ride on any goddamn side. I don't give a fuck.
I am just not impressed, man. I don't know.
Look, I ain't mad at Drake. Look, but yeah, there's something about success and being on the charts that long. Here's a question I have for you while they're pulling up a Drake song to listen to. Has it always been like this to be on the Billboard Top 100? Has it all? Was it album sales only before?
Well, the 100 is singles, so that would include single sales and also BDS spins.
Okay.
So it was widened to include streaming. So that's when you start seeing an explosion in certain artists just like Drake has like 1 billion streams, you know what I'm saying? So that's when you start seeing the sales numbers come back and everybody going platinum again because streaming is starting to count. People are renting songs. When they rent songs in perpetuity forever, right? You got chances to make some money.
And here's the other thing, man. Like that can be manipulated too. Like I can go to Russia, fucking break off some motherfucking money and get them bitches spun. They got servers out there. Like there's ways to game this system.
Yes.
That's a bit easier now than it was 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Before I'd have to come to someone would have to come to me with some money and be like, "Will you spend this? Will you spend this? Will you spend this?" And you're still only getting it real time. It's not like you can jump on fucking 50 servers at once. And I'm not pointing a finger at Drake, but I'm just saying like the stuff that the way that we gauge success it's a little muddy and it's a little easier to be manipulated. And look, it's in the record company's best interest to look more successful than they are. So they come up with these ways. Oh, you go platinum if something's been streamed. Yo, dude, I used to go work at McDonald's for fucking $7 an hour to collect that money and then go fucking put it down on a Tuesday to buy that fucking album. That is a lot more fucking I'm a lot more dedicated to that artist than fucking stream them for free on Spotify.
Right.
But nowadays they're like, "Oh, it counts the same."
Yeah. I agree with you on that, man. It used to take a lot more effort to go get a CD.
Well, this is like if like back in that would be like or they should have started counting Napster illegal downloads and applied that to fucking platinum sales. And I would have liked to seen that because I stole a gang of music in the 90s.
I think
they're still sending me fucking letters. I'm like, I never got it. Just kidding.
See, I think the idea that now people can stream anything, like the entire history of the world music at some point, I imagine, but a big swath of it now is available on most of these streaming services. Like you can go back and listen to the best hits of the 60s right now if you want to. So it makes it easier for things to stay on the charts. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be like, you have to go back on tour, do a greatest hits tour and hit 50 cities in order to have an album come back on the charts. Like if people really want to hear the best of Eminem, you can go hear Curtain Call right now, you know what I'm saying, and get all the tracks, and that can keep you in circulation.
Well, let's hear a Drake song. Take some phone calls. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. Got the breakdown. Justin Hunte up in this bitch. Let's go.